are they a little bit too organised in attack? In that we see the same repetition of
fluency.
Yeah, there's not. Is there enough off the cuff? When was the last time you can remember an Arsenal player with those front three or Odegaard scoring a worldie or going on a dribble, doing something, you know, a little bit where we're all going, wow.
Well, there haven't been too many. I think they've scored 4 goals from outside the box all season.
Yeah, so it looks very organised, but a little bit too much for me in that way. And there's no doubt these players are very good players, but I just want to show you something. So that is the front four of Arsenal. And we look at what they did last season. So that return for a wide player is good. Saka's the same, and an attacking midfield player, Odegaard, they are very good numbers. That is not good enough, really, for maybe your central striker. But I just want you to look at the conversion rate last season. Well, Martinelli, 19%, 16% Odegaard, Saka, 16%, 14% Gabriel Jesus. Now, they're all having really good seasons, but the gold standard of shot conversion is 20 plus. So even though they're having great seasons, none of them has yet got above that number. Now, we look at this season, we know the record's really poor, the goals they've got, but again, look at the shot conversion. 6% Martinelli, 10% Odegaard, 12% Saka, 9% Gabriel Jesus. So they're all down. But Arsenal are still creating the same amount of shots on average each game and still have got the same XG. So these players are underperforming from last season. And last season still wasn't good enough in terms of winning a title. So when you look at it, and I'm talking about conversion rates of being 20 plus, that's what Erling Haaland's getting. That's what your Mo Salah's getting. That's what your Harry Kane's getting. So what Arsenal have got is 4 top players. I have no doubt about that. They are top players. The criticism we have of them is that they're not world class. And do I believe any of them can become world class? I think Saka can. But then it takes you to the point of, in this league, Liverpool won a title because they had Mo Salah. City have won titles in the past because they had Aguero. They've now got Erling Haaland. Is that enough for Arsenal to win a league title? Are any of them world class right now to take Arsenal to the title? Well, and I'd say no.
It sounds like, as Jurgen said, you're writing them off. Is there a way of this getting fixed, maybe even in the transfer market?
Yes, of course it can. But listen, we know how close it can. We keep talking about FFP tonight, but how close Arsenal are to that situation. They've spent a lot of money in the last few years. They brought in the goalkeeper from Brentford, and that's almost getting paid next season. So I think it's going to be tough for them to bring someone in of the quality who's actually better than them, because that's not a criticism so much of those 4 players. They are top players. To find someone better than them is very, very difficult. Very. So I'm not quite sure where they get it from. But if they don't, whether in January or next summer, it's going to be very difficult for them to go above a Manchester City.